Last we left, we were in the petrified forest. We kicked the ass of that one thing because I shoved something up its butt.
There's the butt stuff. Great. We just started off with butt stuff. Great.
Started off with butt stuff. I'm with my brother.
Yes.
We left to go figure out why all the guys were petrified, right? Because this is our homeland. Or home forest that we grew up in. Correct?
Okay, so before we get into this too far, you have some tchotchkes from Dan. I won't even uncover this one. I'll just give it to you all wrapped up. There you go.
Love the wrapping.
And because he peer pressured me, you have some tchotchkes from me.
I like Mary Beth's little one level of exhaustion espresso cup there.
Yeah,
I know. That is cute.
There you go.
I was like, I need that for like my daily life.
I love my tchotchkes. You gotta get like a vest. You gotta put all my tchotchkes on. Thank you.
Mary Beth must have been at the perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked in, I'm like, oh, it's toasty in here.
Because like, I'm like, today's like perfect weather. I was like,
It's very
I
nice
was like
out.
driving with the windows down. I'm like, this is perfect weather. We come in here, it's like, this is Arizona.
Yeah. I'm glad I have
You can hit the heater is right next to your knee. If you hit the button on top, it'll turn off.
Yes.
Should we?
Yes. The cold person is gone for the day. We can turn it off.
Okay.
No, I'm glad I didn't put my my armadillo onesie on. I would have been just dying.
Boiling.
Yeah, boiling.
You'd look like Dan when he first had his first
Oh God,
mask.
yeah.
Pull it off, it's just a
Just
sea of
sweats.
water.
Couldn't even.
That thing probably smelled foul too after.
Yeah. Oh.
It
Okay.
was toasty in the summer months. Yeah, July. Like July was the last time I was here.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, I guess we can kick it off then. Okay, so let's recap.
Yes.
Sweet.
So, thanks everybody for joining us. It is still November for us. However, for you, it might be next November already. I don't even know. But nonetheless, we're having fun, and we are back now outside the gate. Anansi has just been pushed out of the gate. The portcullis has closed. But we are going to zoom out and go back in time, back to Guil, who had left the party to go be with...
My brother,
Yes.
Rosencrantz.
And tell us what transpired after that.
I can make it up. I thought you were going to fill me in a little bit.
Oh, no, you make some up and we'll fill you in.
Okay.
We'll play this game.
Well, so reunited with my brother Rosencrantz was very lovely, and we were going to go find out why the forest that we grew up in is all fucking bluey. I'm not entirely sure that we figured it out, or the source of the weird petrification, other than what was our weird...
The dragon.
The dragon dude. Was it he the source of all the petrification? Yes. Because he...
Yes.
Yes.
So over the course of like the next couple of weeks, in conversations both with your brother and with not your immediate family, because your parents and siblings had all perished because of their short lifespans of your standard armadillo in retrospect, or in comparison, I guess. But the stories of what happened to you and Rosencrantz have gone down through the ages in armadillos. And
Armadillo lore?
armadillo. And the story some amounts of it had grown out of proportion, obviously. But what had happened is ultimately the forest that you grew up in was always somewhat petrified. You just never realized it or noticed it because you were busy looking through dead trees on the ground and grubbing for grubs. And so what around the time when you were transformed, there were a number of adventurers who came to fight this beast, the Scary. And it wasn't until you returned that the Scary was destroyed. Oh. All the little forest creatures were happy to have it gone. And the forest itself is in some ways starting to recover, right? It's gonna be a long road. But
a big portion of it, not so much.
Well, I mean, it's
since I corrupted it. Yeah, after you left.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the temple, and according to the creatures, the temple became fouled after the monster died. However, if in going back there and investigating the nature of folks who were there, and with your healing powers that you had, like you've managed to like bring back a number of people from their petrification. You came to understand that it was probably Anansi who destroyed the temple and defiled it because it has since become a much darker and more ominous place. But a nearby city, or kind of the city that was nearby, is filled with elves and a number actually of petrified Arakocran, bird folk. And you kind of went around depetrifying some, the ones that look like they could
be saved.
Yeah, a lot of these statues had, like, every once in a while you would find one where they were wearing something magical, and you kind of understood that looters had been coming here for the last couple thousand years, and in some cases they would manage to loot something, because you'd see magical items hanging from a petrified hand as they were running, right?
Yep.
So like the horror of people trying to like get in, steal something good, and get out, most of them ended up getting petrified in the process.
That's what happens when you steal people.
And so you also noticed like there were some where you could see a guy like holding the arm of somebody else that had the thing. It looked like they were trying to break the arm, and they got petrified, right? And the whole thing kind of just fell over, right? Like it is a long history of just terribleness that had transpired there, and you did what you could with the time that you had to like get things going. However, after like a week or two, Lanchos like reaches out to you and it inquires about like how much progress you're making on delivering this
the package.
The package. What?
Sorry, I forgot about it.
Yeah, and that comes through, and he gives you a relatively stern chiding.
Yes.
Talking about how important it is. This particular package is
to get it there soon.
It is the savior of millions. It must get there to fulfill its purpose.
Back in the OG city, it's still raining down all those.
It is still raining everywhere you look. It has proceeded to get worse, not better. And you have found that while being inside the mountain like that path.
Yeah. The dwarf path that we
Yeah.
taking? Yeah.
You kind of had come to understand that being underground provided certain additional benefits because you were less likely to get struck by flying extra debris.
Yes.
Right? Like there's certainly some bad aspects of being underground when asteroids come in because you're going to get the full brunt of it, but you don't get the secondary or tertiary brunt of it, which helps make it feel like there's less going on.
Copy that.
But after Lanchos realizes that you are not on mission, what do you want to do with your brother?
I mean, I would love for him to come with me, but I also want him to be safe, so I think I'm gonna leave him. I should tell him that he should stay in the area and just keep doing what he's doing. Like,
so your brother is a bit of a, like, he was always kind of a goof off, right?
Yeah.
So he's not really trained to do anything. He hasn't been a human for more than what is effectively the period of time that you've known him, or humanoid, until that period of time. So this is all still kind of quite a shock to him, and he's been dealing with some social, like, what is the new norm problems for himself.
So should I bring him with me? I should bring him with me. Yeah, but I don't want. I feel like he's gonna get killed if I bring him with me.
At some point, Lanchos asks, "What is the holdup?" And how would you respond?
My brother. I need to make sure that my brother is okay because he's new to the whole armadillo human thing. Like, I don't want to bring him with me, but I don't want to leave him.
Guil, give him the scroll that I gave you and have him read from it. Send him to me. I will look after him. And you must help the package get to its respective delivery.
I will, I promise. Post haste.
Quickly, Guil.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So
That's why the package has been with us.
Well, is it still strapped to my back? I just never.
No. They yoinked it off your back.
Oh.
You left it.
Yeah, you dropped it off.
You left it before you went with your brother, so we took it. We have it.
Okay, well, I mean, that's cool.
You just need to find us.
Yeah, well, step one, go get the package again, but let's not tell Lanchos. What he doesn't know.
He's like, how's it going?
No.
That's what you notice. You're like,
So Lanchos,
what he doesn't know won't hurt me.
Lanchos eventually does understand that this has happened, and informs you that the package, along with your traveling companions, have joined back up with the circus and have headed east.
Those useless pieces.
all right. That's right, because he sent a bird to talk to Taylor.
Yes.
Yep, so he knows. Yep.
Okay, so we're back with the circus that didn't help us with the zombies, correct?
From your perspective, yes.
Copy that.
So they are, yes.
Well, yeah, not me yet, but
And they have headed from your location. They have headed east and south.
Okay.
So if you just travel, like, due east or south and east, eventually you will come across the trail that they have forged.
Okay. Then what about Anansi? Because she wanted to go to the temple first.
That was
Well, you don't know. She went to this temple.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's why we took that other route originally, was to go to the temple first.
Yep, that was the place that she defiled. That's where you found this creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was the temple you were trying to get to.
Yeah, surprise.
Copy that. All right. I thought it was a different...
I thought it was too at first.
Okay. All right, well, cool. We got that out of the way.
Yeah.
So, yay.
We got one checked off.
One checked off. Now we just have to go get that box so it's final destination.
Yes.
And not perish in the meantime.
Yeah.
No being behind any logging vessels.
Final destination.
Final destination.
Yes.
So you.
Okay, so I'm going to say, just for brevity's sake,
Yes.
You have some kind of identify object spells, right?
I think I do.
I don't know if it's a part of. I think it's a part of your actual character. You have a character sheet? It's been a minute, folks. It's been a minute.
Sorry.
I feel like your tchotchke was attracted to the box also because you just have your tchotchke lead you. Key.
Well, it is a long distance.
Which key tchotchke do I have?
You had one piece of material that would kind of lead you in the right direction towards it. You happened to find it by accident.
Okay, cool. I probably have a identify object spell. Maybe?
Oh, we just need to look up if druids have it, because then you could.
Would it just be in my spell?
Yeah, it would just be in your spell list.
Identify.
Traps.
Identify.
I locate animals or plants. Locate objects.
That's the one.
Locate. All right.
I don't know what the range is on it though.
Let's see. It's as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once, can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
Okay. So you casting that spell, you know the direction that you need to head.
Okay. Cool.
So you are pretty intimately familiar with this particular object.
Okay.
As it's been on your back for the last
the
2 or
box,
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta hope so. Okay.
So trudging out across through the forest and across the grasslands, you know the direction, but you don't know how long it's going to take you to get there.
Okay.
You spend a lot of time walking. While you're trundling along,
that's good. Yeah.
What would you be like contemplating or thinking? Like, what would be going through your head? What would you be doing? Like, at some point you take breaks too. I would imagine you're not going until you're exhausted. And
No.
So tell us about Guil as a world traveler.
I would probably be thinking about my brother, just making sure that he's all right. I would probably be also thinking that I do want to do good for Lampshos, and I do feel bad that I took such a detour. But family, even though Lampshos is kind of technically my family as well, more like a dad. I would probably be trying to get over the guilt that I have for making my dad disappointed, Lampshos, my stepdad. But then also just taking in the sights, enjoying the journey, I feel. Because it would be kind of nice. I feel like Guil enjoys his alone time. He likes his party, obviously, but it can be a little
Taking
much.
the scenic route.
Taking the
So you have the Staff of Zulon and the Cloak of Zulon.
Yes.
I believe the Harbinger of Zulon is the name of it.
Yes.
As you walk, the more time you spend in nature,
Mm-hmm.
the more like you realize that you are like, it's almost like you can hear the plants like thoughts and like there's this sense of you are alone on this path, but the plants that are around you are there to help you.
Okay, so I still kind of have a sense of community.
Yeah.
Around me.
When at some point you come across like a wildfire, where they're like the meteors had come down and just large swaths had burned.
Mm-hmm.
And the sorrow and pain that you feel walking through those areas kind of like sweeps over you. Not in a crippling way,
but in
like,
not a great way.
Yeah. And so every once in a while you find yourself like not in that like pacifist way, but like you see a blade of grass that has kind of like been bent over or something, and you just kind of try to fix it.
Yeah.
And
or like move the worms off the path so they don't get squished.
Yeah, like you find yourself being a very nature peace kind of vibe as you are traveling. And eventually you get to a location where there was you're walking along the path and there's a forest there that has just turned to a lava field. Almost as if maybe like a splash of lava came through one of these vortexes, right? And just kind of like splurched lava on the ground. Just a large, flat mass of lava. And you see where it looks like a section had been like trampled in a way to recreate the road that had been broken. Periodically, as you've gone through some of these towns, you've heard of like the carnival, and you're getting a lot closer to catching up. Like you're probably just a day or two behind the carnival at this point.
Okay.
And as you are walking through this stretch of woods, it is more dark and ominous. Like the nature of these trees feels threatening to you. Like it's not. They don't need my help.
No, do they want my help?
They are more likely to try to hurt you than they are to ask you or yield help. You hear kind of in the distance alarm bells going off. And as you kind of come around the corner, you see the carnival like in the process of setting up. Some folks have kind of stopped what they're doing and are looking back at the city. The gate is closed, and just outside the gate, you see
you see an elfin lady. She has nice, like a nice, beautiful dress on, but over it, you will see armor that looks familiar to you. The golden plate armor over the dress. But yeah, she's a very beautiful lady. She looks aristocratic. She has a gem of, or a veil of gems covering her face.
Ooh, she fancy.
Yeah, and yeah, she's just out here now.
Just chilling. I'm assuming that is Anansi then. In a different body. Different host.
Well, what would you do as you were walking up to this situation? Now, as you walk up, I will note the box that you've been kind of tracking.
Yeah.
If you're like trying to figure out where that box is, because I'm guessing at this point you'd do that again. It's sitting stationary in one of the trailers.
Okay.
How long does that spell last? Out of curiosity.
I think it said 10. If I concentrate, it lasts 10 minutes? Let's see. Okay, object.
When she came across another dark tree thing, was that the other one that just had the little altar?
Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
She didn't go past that.
Ah.
Up to 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to maintain that concentration, is it a level 1 spell or what is it?
It's second level, level 2.
Okay. So I'll give you the option. Would you cast it now or would you wait?
I think I would maybe wait just to assess the situation a little bit more before I just kind of go into finding it. Because if it seems like it's just kind of chilling, I don't want to like.
Well, it sounds like the city guard has been alarmed, and there is battle pursuing. You hear troops like plunk, 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 their armor and chainmail clashing around.
I'm gonna go grab it then.
Okay.
Just get it in back in my position so it doesn't land in some random hands.
So some of the other carnies see you. They're like, "Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?"
Good. I gotta go get a thing.
Well, the Gesmet sees you and says, "As soon as you get a chance, I want to keep practicing that ball trick with the elephants."
Okay.
Okay. We'll be out here.
Yeah, I'll come find you. Don't worry.
Sounds great. Do you know what all this commotion is about?
No, I just got here. Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. And then what do you do?
I cast my find objects, and then I kind of just track down exactly where it is. Thanks.
Okay.
So is this the only entrance to like the city?
This is the only entrance on this side of the city. Yes.
Okay.
So what this is?
Yeah.
Yep.
And is this the portcullis that's down?
Yep.
Okay, so this
Right.
is outside of the city right now.
No, Joe, you're over here.
I'm over here.
This is
okay.
inside the city.
Man, I just got booted out of here. Well, I didn't got booted. I ran out of here.
Here. Yeah, and you guys are over here.
But the carnival's outside the city,
Yep.
though, right? Okay. I mean, maybe it's good
Oh,
that
you were there. This is doubly locked out.
Well, wait.
Right?
Okay. So you have the box back on your bag. Your back. Okay. And you see
I see Gil.
Gil kind of just.
Trundling along
Yep.
now with the box.
I wanted to know if Gil recognizes it's me or not.
Probably not, because last I saw you, what body were you in?
A tiefling?
No, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Is it-
it was a tiefling because that's why Jacob didn't like me at first.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was a tiefling.
Okay. Jeez, that's been a minute. So now you're this really pretty lady.
It's either a
Yeah.
tiefling or a monk. I don't remember which.
It was the tiefling monk.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So I remember, yeah, that the last time I saw you, you were that.
yeah.
And so I probably don't recognize you despite your armor being the same, but it could be like, well, maybe someone else has another same set of armor. I do
Yeah.
not know.
I will point out that the wretched-looking battle axe that you carry
Oh yeah,
is strapped to your back.
that too. So
The cursed one.
Well, did you have the cursed one back when we were all?
Yeah, she stole it from
I've had it
Nachos.
forever. I only
Oh,
just
that's right.
I just
We basically looted his.
Yeah.
Like, let's go steal shit.
well, because I was dumb and I didn't realize clerics could get rid of it this whole time. We've had a cleric with us. I'm just like, no, I'm cursed.
Wait, so you still have the cursed?
Yeah,
Cool.
I still have it.
Well, if I recognize that, then I would
Okay.
probably go up and tentatively like, Anansi, is that you? Are you in a new body?
And then I get real close to you, and I'll go.
Hey! When
Yeah.
did you switch bodies?
Oh, right after you disappeared from the group.
Oh, okay.
But what is important now is that the rest of the group is stuck in this building in there, and now we're stuck outside of the town.
What
You
happened?
hear in the background this clank, clank, clanking sound coming from that way and getting closer.
I don't know what happened. I just got here, and they were trying to leave this building, and then they started fighting, and then they went back into this building and didn't let me in.
Huh. Okay.
And now we're out here.
It seems like it's maybe better that we're out here. I mean, despite we have to go save our friends, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's 1, 2, 3 of them in there. They should be fine.
You hear, like, you start to see some of these bodies in the street getting, like, moved and, like, set aside.
Oh yeah, I killed some of them.
Oh, cool.
The soldiers are keeping the citizenry back. Little kids are not allowed to play in the street. They catch one and turn them around.
So we can still see that out, even though we're outside of the city?
I mean, you're just like, this is like the first 20 or 30 feet of the city.
Oh.
This is all happening immediately inside the city gate.
Okay.
I was like the gate, we can like see there, but like.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
That.
okay.
Yeah, it's a portcullis.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ye old classic portcullis.
Yes.
So could we, like, if we needed to, like, could we, like, shoot a bow and arrow through?
Oh, you totally could.
Okay, or like a fireball or whatever the hell. Cool.
You hear. I say you have probably pretty good hearing, right? I don't remember if armadillos have good hearing or not.
I'm an elf, I have good hearing.
Your body is an elf. You're a spider.
But my body hears it and echoes it.
Okay, fair enough.
We do have acute hearing.
Okay, there you
and
go.
can react to noises that indicate danger. My eyesight is the poor thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you hear is like your ears are just like picking up information. You start to piece together what the guards are hearing.
Okay.
That.
And can I hear what potentially what they're saying?
Oh yeah. No, you hear the whole details. So this is the scenario that has transpired.
Okay.
There was the store closed, and one of the employees came with a small set of guards, like mercenaries, to go into the store. And as that happened, they were confronted by someone outside the store. As they attempted to go in, commotion occurred. The mercenaries were slaughtered and their corpses defiled.
Do we know who did the defiling and the killings?
You hear one of them say, I think there was an elf princess who cut off one of their heads. They described her, and the Anansi's kind of standing out around the corner, and the description matches Anansi to a T.
You're just side-eyeing me
Anansi, what did you do?
The usual.
Oh, I mean.
And so
I didn't start this. This started before I got here.
And it continues.
Fair enough.
Continues.
I wanted everyone to run, and they started fighting. I made a distraction.
That is a slightly different scenario than we wanted, yeah.
As it continues, you see these two individuals come trouncing up like this, and they kind of just take up positions in the yard. And
is this like one of the aliens from the ocean?
Are these humans?
They are not humans.
They look metal. Can I tell if they're metal?
They are metal.
Oh, okay.
The one of the wizards uses thaumaturgy to enhance his voice and says, surrender now, you have been surrounded. Come out peacefully, and we will take it into consideration at your sentencing.
Is he saying that to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they aware that we're outside of the... No, okay.
Well, they saw me, but they bought into my ruse of screaming when they first saw me. And I was afraid.
Perfect.
So we're in the clear here.
Okay, so we're fine.
Yep.
We're all fine.
We got a whole slew of people here.
Okay.
And you see them, you hear them huddling together and talking about whether or not they should go in. One of the more senior guards says, "It's a magic shop. If we don't go in quickly, they'll be able to attune to whatever they just got, and taking them out later will be more problematic." And they're like, "Yeah, that's a pretty good point. We better go in pretty quick." At which point they say, "You have 15 minutes. Come out now."
Okay. To these guys.
To the building.
To the building. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. You don't know we have another friend yet. You'll find him later.
Okay.
Well, I'm almost out of everything for today, so all I can do is perform as a character. I used my induced rest already. I guess the only thing left. No, I used the. I haven't used the. I used the egg sack to get coins out.
Okay.
Yep.
I used my one time a day egg sack to get the little spider.
Which I think you still have technically, so you still have a little spider friend.
I still have a little spider for the day, and then
what does the little spider do?
You see a little spider hanging out on her shoulder.
Just helps me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have one spell slot left. That's it.
Okay.
I look at you. You have any plans?
I mean, I'm guessing we're just gonna have to kill them all to get our friends out, or to make them run away at least.
How fast can you dig?
How fast can I dig? How fast can an armadillo? How fast can I dig? Did we determine this back?
Your digging speed is about the same as your walking speed.
So pretty slow.
But
I mean,
she got
it's-
so good at digging.
I mean, I did dig
Dig
a lot
that
of
whole
trenches.
tunnel.
Yes.
She should be proficient in digging.
I feel like
Oh, I mean, she's proficient in digging, but you still have to like move the dirt.
Just-
Like it's a tedious process.
So, but you said it's the same as walking speed. We could get down and under there in 15
well, yeah, because
minutes.
my walking speed is 30 or whatever, right?
And you said we're 30 feet away.
Right? Yeah, that's my walking speed.
Mm-hmm.
So technically,
You fast. Let's dig.
dig underneath and get into here. I mean, we could
Let's come over.
do that. I mean, I'm not opposed to digging and not dealing with this bullshit. Oh, okay, so this is my decision if I want to dig or not.
So I'm gonna point out
Yes.
the place that you're walking through right now is low lying. Like you're not very much up off of the water table.
Oh, okay. So I may be hitting water if I dig too deep.
Yes.
How is this like a Louisiana type of like below sea level, or are we?
Dig it and flood everything. Big distraction.
That's true. I could dig and just.
You are. Roll an intelligence check. With disadvantage if Anansi is going to help you.
Oh, that's kind of hard.
I think
But accurate?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was her idea in the first place.
Sure.
She
So would
doesn't-
I just roll my d20 for that?
Yeah.
At disadvantage.
What's
So
my
two.
disadvantage?
You roll 2 of them, you take the lower one.
Got it. That's what I'm. Where's my intelligence? Ooh.
Well, neither of us are very smart.
Well, so I got a 7.
It's
7.
a good idea. To us.
So you start thinking about how good of an idea
I
this
just want
is.
to point out my other one was an 18. I'm a little.
Well, now
And-
you're in a party, so
Yeah.
And then you
I'm encouraging you. Yes,
you
right.
see one of the wizards walk up and like sticks out his staff where the door where you thought the door would be.
Yeah,
For
And
this.
Yep, for
Okay.
this building, and he dispels the magic.
yeah.
And you see the door as he does that, and you hear the two wizards say, "Apprehend." And these two automaton go barreling in. And from what you can see, one of them goes this way and one of them goes this way,
Okay.
and then this one comes back around, and then they disappear.
Maybe we should just do like more of a distraction. Like I could sprout up a big old redwood in between them to kind of maybe pull them out of
Yeah.
the magic shot.
I will follow your lead at this point because, like I said, you have the spells.
Do. Let's see.
So whatever you want to do, you have clear agency.
Or I could.
You hear them say to one another, "How long do you think this is going to take?" That one guy says, "This isn't a very big building. It can't be taking them that long. Surprised they haven't managed to call us in yet. This should be over quickly. I really do need to get back to lunch. I was meeting with a very nice young lady." And they start to get off on their, torrid affairs of the day. The guards, like, looking now at these guards, they don't really look like they give a shit. Like, they're all just kind of there because they're paid to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really perceive that there's any danger to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all just kind of like standing around, like, slack-jawed, if you will, right? A couple of them are like looking around inside the place. One of them walks inside, takes a couple steps, and like you see him, fuck, and he like hobbles out, and you see him like sitting down outside, and he starts pulling things out of his foot. It really is kind of a shit show of organization here. Like, not a really organized group of people.
Well, then maybe
The people in the nearby buildings have kind of started to go back about their business. They're not obviously coming in and out, but like they're taking the long way around if they need to go this way, or they're just kind of like coming back outside. You can see that the folks at the little eatery down the road there, they had like ducked down underneath the thing. They've like since come back out and are once again serving food and trying to get back to business.
It seems like they're fine.
You hear the wizards say, "Oh, looks like they got him," and the two wizards just zoop and disappear.
Okay. Oops.
The guy who got some caltrops in his foot is like, "We got to clean these things up. Johnny, why don't you come over here and clean these up?" And you see this snot-nosed little kid come over, and they're like, "Well, see, Johnny, here you start hearing them go into the details of explaining how to clear caltrops to this kid, and you can tell that they're fucking with him, right? They're like, "What you got to do is you got to get on your belly so you can get right at the eye level, and you got to like brush your hands like this as you move forward, like inching forward." And he's like, "Well, like this?" And they're like, "No, you gotta go slower, right?" And like a couple of guys are snickering in the back. Like there's an archer sitting in the thing, and he's like picking his teeth with the broadhead, right? Like it's just, this is all just entertainment for them.
Yeah.
A few more minutes pass, and you hear the clanking sound again.
Okay.
And you see your three companions. They've managed to clear the caltrops. Everybody's telling Johnny about how he did such a good job, and they are walking out now, looking a little bit, let's say, bruised and battered. Like they've gone through some shit, but they have their hands at their sides. And as they start to walk, you see the two automatons both looking beat the fuck up.
Okay.
Out behind them.
Okay.
As the whole party, as well as the guards, now kind of forms into formation, escorting them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's two guards. Actually, we can show you what this looks like. I have these guys and these guys. And you see Taylor out here, followed by a bird.
That's different.
Air cockler.
Followed by Otter.
It's a white-ass bird.
Yeah.
The guards are kind of in behind them here as they make formation.
Are these dudes out too?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's two behind. One of these guys kind of goes out in front.
Bye.
And these two are kind of following up in the rear. And you see them all go in procession down the road past this yellow tree and kind of that way.
Okay.
As they pass the yellow tree, the human wizard kind of like steps back and like leans up against the tree. And you see him kind of wait for a minute, like he's kind of like catching his breath or tying his shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes into the building where your hand is.
Oh, so that's over here?
Yep.
Okay.
He goes into the building and is in there just for a couple of minutes and comes back out and then kind of hustles up to catch up to the procession.
Okay. I mean, should we just go follow them, see where they head to?
The gate still has not been opened.
Yeah.
Well,
Excuse me.
oh yeah, let's just
Excuse me. Are you guys planning to open the gate
anytime
since
soon.
this has been resolved?
One of the guards says, "We're still looking for one of the perpetrators. I don't have their description, but there is someone who has beheaded one of our citizens. We are looking for that person as Once we have found them, we will open the gate.
How do you know that they're still in the city? Maybe they've already escaped.
That is a very good question. How long have you been here?
I just showed up. I was just been traveling for a very long time.
Do you know how long they have been here?
We don't know each other.
Yeah.
Roll a perception or persuasion check.
Oh, can I help? Because I'm gonna like give them
Go
a
ahead.
facial
Go ahead.
expressions. Okay. With my deception. Oopsie. Oh no, that's a 9.
You got 16.
You should have, okay, you say 9, but if you're doing a deception, it should be way higher than 9.
I only have a +6.
Oh, and you still got a 9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a 16.
So you're convincing. Like he looks at you and is just kind of, I don't know, put off by your whole like attempt to wink at him. Not really sure if you're like trying to deceive or what's going on there. I suggest you just hold tight. Go and join the carnival. We'll open up once we are ready to. Once we've cleared the area and made sure that it is safe.
How do you? Okay.
Okay, let's just go find another gate.
I
don't say out loud right there.
I do. Oh well. Although I mean, how? If you don't know the description of the person, though, how long? How do you know if you're going to be with them?
You see that guy over there? He's got a description. He's going to be bringing it over here to me in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe
No.
maybe you should give the description to me so I can keep my eye out for you
I
guys.
had heard this description. We had heard this before. I am trying to walk back to the carnival.
Okay.
I need to change clothes.
I'll be the distraction to talk to these guys. As
So
you
the
get out.
description comes up, and then there's a little drawing, like a really bad drawing,
I love that.
but it is clearly a
Nazi.
Nazi.
Okay.
And the guy's like, wait, that was... Ah, shit! She's already outside the gate! They open the gate, and 4 of them come trotting out after you.
No.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Let me see what I got for spells. If there's anything.
Should not have lingered.
I started walking with you. So,
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace for Anansi, and so she kind of just disappears.
She's got to be within your distance.
Within 30 feet of me, so she's still within 30 feet.
Okay. So you're going to kind of walk in her general direction and try to keep up with her and try to pass without a tracer and the walk away?
Sure.
Okay. So you're like, you say anything to the guard as you...
I say, I'll get out of your way so you guys can do your job.
Okay.
And I'll just start slowly backing away towards her so I can keep her within my will.
Okay.
so does it seem like they can't see me anymore?
Roll a stealth check.
Stealth. Did we have anything that gave us plus stealth? No, that was when we had the heads.
The heads? What happened?
The ant heads or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the ant heads. Oh, I think I still have my...
Can I just put on
I still have my
They don't work against people.
Oh.
They work against ants.
Okay, stealth is good.
Damn it. Forgot to read the fine
Okay,
print.
12.
12, okay. Plus 10, so 22.
Okay.
So you walk off and...
I want to like walk back and try to circle around out the gates open.
Okay, so you're going to...
I like kind of do a wide loop as they're coming around.
So that's going to get you outside of her distance.
I'll just...
She's like following me.
I'm following. I'm
Well,
trying to be...
She stealthed so hard that you can't see where they went.
Oh.
So-
Well,
She dealt so hard.
okay. Okay, well then maybe.
Like you start to realize that as soon as you get out of the range of
It's
Up
good.
here.
It's
Yeah.
good for an hour if you know that. It's good for an hour.
Okay,
if
so
you
then once I start noticing I get out of the range, I kind of stop and then I start like following you. I come.
following her.
Yeah, I kind of get up. Close,
Him, sorry.
I get up close to Gil,
Okay.
and then I tell them like, the gate's open. Let's go.
Okay. I'll just
Tremble.
kind of just trundle on a back towards the
You're going to trundle casually.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna trundle casually.
And I'm just like behind.
Yeah, just trundle casually.
So, getting back to the gate,
Yay!
there's still a guards kind of standing there, like watching folks.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if I pass without trace, I am included within that.
Yeah. Do you want to try this? You gonna try to stealth?
Well, I mean, if they're not looking for me,
No, go ahead. If you're gonna try to sneak, I want a stealth roll.
well, maybe I don't want to sneak. Maybe I just want to kind of trundle casually.
That's the question. Are you gonna trundle casually or are you gonna sneak?
I'm gonna trundle casually, like I'm supposed to be there.
Okay. So as you kind of walk up, you are like practically just hiding in their shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you gonna say to the guard?
I'm just here really for a pit stop. Is there like a local eatery that is good for your recommendations that I could possibly get a bite to eat and a drink and a sit down? I'm looking for
Roll.
pastries.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
17.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
17.
I recommend Ferdinand's Fineries.
Ferdinand's
He turns around and he points kind of down this way
Okay.
and says, go down that way, take a left and then a right, and then go down 2 blocks and it'll be on your right.
Okay.
So left, right, 2 blocks on your right.
Left, right, 2 blocks on my
Can't
right.
miss it. It smells divine.
Oh, I am so excited. Thank you so much for your recommendation.
Happy eating.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir. All right. It's trundle
Then
casually
he
that
kind of
way.
looks past you and, no, we need to search this one. And looks at the people who are kind of behind you, still trying to come in.
Suckers. I don't say that out loud.
Okay, so these folks have all
We're trundling in the opposite direction.
gone away this way. I'll just kind of move them out.
Just shoot.
Yoink. There goes the gate. These folks are all gone.
Did you actually want to go there for the dance?
There.
I mean,
And
if it's
So
not,
we're just gonna meet them in
there's the
jail.
gate.
It's fine.
yeah, I mean, they're probably
guys are
in
all
jail at
gone.
this point, I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
So.
It's a break. It's a heist. It's a heist session.
So there we are. Okay.
Oh! Although, since we do have an hour for you're going to be within my circle of silence, we should hit up if we find a tailor or a clothing store.
I was gonna say I need clothes.
Yeah, we need to get you some clothes.
Yeah.
So we'll trundle towards them, so it's just I'm not suspicious, but we'll keep our eyes open for a tailor for a clothing shop.
Okay.
And then I'll just
So, because I find this
And a hair
hilarious,
potion changing shop.
because I find this super funny, you get like past this. You get to where this little like eatery is here,
Mhm.
and you're kind of just trundling along, like hoping that they're within your sphere.
yeah.
You realize that you are so stealthy, you could do almost anything.
That's a bad realization.
Oh.
For Anansi.
Oh. So who's all around us though?
There are people now kind of milling about the road. You see one gentleman with a very large coin purse on his side. You walk by a couple of shops that have they have just like little things out on display outside the shop.
Okay.
Nothing of great value, but like one has like a bunch of little leather straps hanging there. There's one that you go by that has some dried fruit. What do you want to do?
Okay. I want to try to get the coin purse first.
Okay.
So
Give me a sleight of hand
it's Dex.
with advantage.
16.
16. Okay. You manage to lift off their coin purse.
And then after I grab it, as I'm about to turn away, I whisper in the ear, "Hello."
Okay. They turn around
Please.
I scurry after.
Give me a stealth check.
Do I get advantage of that still? Because there's already
Yep.
stealth.
So that you stealth so hard.
Okay, 17. Damn.
Well, she also interacted with when you interact that like
Oh, the
cancels your
stealth.
stealth. Yeah.
Okay.
17
Okay.
plus your 10, so it's even better.
27. Yep.
Jesus.
The wind said that.
And like he brushes his ear and like looks around like confused. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't seem to have been noticed.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
You're gonna get emboldened now.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that.
Well, I keep trundling towards where am I going to?
Ferdinand's Fineries.
Ferdinand's Fineries.
Okay. So,
I was about to say Fipperies, but Ferdinand's
question:
Fineries.
since I had gone and decapitated that guy, I probably had a lot of blood on me, right? And it's not dried yet.
I think you. I don't remember how much. Yeah, it's probably not fully dried, but oh no, at this point it's probably been like 15 minutes, so it's probably
It's
More
starting to
than my armor.
coagulate.
yeah, it's pretty well
Wow.
crispy at this point. Anything that would drip has already dripped.
Boo. Okay. Because I was gonna write some symbols, but let's see what else can.
If you are looking on your body
Yeah.
for a spot where you have like a small pool of blood that you can write symbols,
Yeah.
you can find one.
Yeah. So for sure, then as you're going around, I'm darting off to like different like little walls and like putting symbols of love in blood.
Okay.
It's like like the calling cards
give
for
me
like
a
like thieves and stuff. They do calling cards for the cops.
yeah.
I like the little love symbols.
Like a weird ass serial killer.
yeah.
I mean, it's
great.
not really
It's
that
great.
weird for a serial killer. I guess, but
Give me a Give me another stealth roll.
Okay.
How many times are you going to do this? I want a stealth roll for each one.
Well, if I fail the first time, then probably the end
None.
of it.
I'm going to keep going until I fail.
So that's an 11.
Okay, so 21. So you walk up to a wall. You put the symbol on it, and
And I whisper in arachnid also at the wall, see if any spiders are saying. I was like, come out for a daily prayer.
one of the spiders comes out and he's, what? And he sees what you have put on the wall there
Uh-huh.
and goes over and starts cleaning it off.
I squish him.
Okay. Roll an attack for me.
fuck that spider.
17.
I think
Okay.
it's pretty much well squished.
Yep.
Repent. And then I go probably like as we're like going along, like maybe like every time that we're getting close to like a wall that's like not where a person is just directly, I probably am trying that. So let's try again another one.
Okay.
Are you like seeing this?
I mean, am I noticing that?
You're not.
weird ass
You're
thing?
not,
I'm just
like-
trundling along.
You just do. You're like, you're stealthing so hard. Like,
People are just seeing them, like they're just like watching. If they're watching you, they're just seeing these symbols appear behind you.
So hopefully that doesn't bode ill for me.
Okay, 18.
28.
Yep.
Yep.
I call out again in spider. Then you
Mhm.
come out for your daily sermon of love.
You
Put up
see
your
this
prayers.
again. You see 3 or 4 spiders come out, and all of them are like, "This is not good," and they all go over and they start.
Squish them all. What is wrong with you guys? Why? No. Well, before that, I say, why are all the children of Loth acting this way in this town?
So when you do that, you un-stealth like enough.
Mhm.
There's a couple of like people who are kind of sitting around the corner, and they're like, "Where the fuck did she come from?" And like you're just kind of talking to the wall, like really close, right? Really creepy, like. And the spiders that are there, they say, "This is Avandathia's town. Lolth has no power here."
We'll see about that. I squished them.
Roll a so you're gonna try to squish all 3 of them?
I mean, how big are these spiders?
They're super duper tiny.
Okay, I mean, oh well, they could be dart away from you, I guess.
But what if I like use a shoe?
And I'm not aware because she's stealthing so hard.
Oh wait, but like how I'm invisible now, so how far away is she by this point?
She is like.
I probably have to run up.
Yeah, you're
okay,
gonna
I run up and I catch
okay.
him. I was like, I'll come back for you later. We'll see who has power here.
Stealth again.
Yep. Okay. 19.
Okay, 29.
So okay, now that that's
like
happened, I don't do any more symbols.
Like, you suspect Anansi is up to some of her typical shenanigans.
Yeah.
But you can't tell what exactly those shenanigans are.
No.
Okay, anything else you want to do? You walk by a store that has some very pretty dresses.
Yeah. I get up close to you and I whisper, the clothes shop.
And I kind of suspect anyways. I'm like, well, she needs to change her appearance, so I trundle over to the clothing shop to at least just act like I'm browsing, and then you can go do your thing. You can steal or
okay.
Whatever.
So, going into this clothing shop, there's a large glass window. It has definitely an elven flair in the way that the building has been constructed. There's a lot of nouveau style like loops in like the wood. It's been like druid crafted with like glass panes in the wood. So the building is somewhat a living structure. And you get this like sense of happiness off of the building. Like it is happy to be doing what it's doing.
Yeah.
And it seems to me people are caring for it very nicely. You go inside and you have all these like, to your right is kind of the like very, very dressy style of dresses. Like they're very frilly, they're very extravagant. Kind of like on a counter in front of you, there's some that are more like working dresses, right? Like they're very simple and plain. Probably have better movement in them. The frilly ones would probably cause like a little bit of disadvantage when you're trying to attack. But they look way more pretty.
Yeah, I know. We used to, that's like, oh no, she's so stupid.
For once in your life.
Because I'm like, as a player, I'm like, we need to blend in. We need to blend in. Don't be suspicious. And then...
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious.
Exactly. But then...
Your vanity gets the best of you.
She just likes things.
I like what I like. Come on.
No.
There is one that is like a darker brown.
That's what I was going to say.
And it has like a purple lace.
Oh, for sure.
That almost looks like little spider webs.
Yes, it's that one.
Okay.
It's that one. So I'm going to try to take it. Is
Okay.
it like on a mannequin or is it just like...
No, it's hung up there.
Okay.
It's a little bit in the back, like it's maybe been sitting there for a while.
It's cursed, it turns out.
Like eat your flesh and necrotizing.
The owner of the shop comes up, and they are a drow. And they ask you, "Is there anything that you would like?"
I'm just taking a look, just to see your very fine wares.
Well, we have a lot of clothing that would suit any fine or really any lady in general. We have our finer section over here. And as they look in the section where they're pointing at you. This is on a scene. I need a not scene. There we go. I need you to roll a stealth as you are interacting with this thing. So you're going to roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, does she get any advantage still being within.
She'll still get the plus 10, but it's with disadvantage.
Ha ha ha! 15 is my even. Because I had a 17 and a 13 plus
Okay.
2. 15.
Okay. And so
It just disappears.
so
She
you
just thinks-
you realize for that split second that you see this drow, and like you stop moving just for a split second as they're turning your attention towards it. Then she like turns her back, you yoink it down,
Yep.
and she says, "And in this section over here, we have clothing for your more standard work days.
Okay.
Over here, we have some if you're into a little bit more of the adventuring type." And she like takes it off, and she shows us like really elven, like druid ranger style clothing. The kind of thing where you would expect, like, it almost matches your Zulon like style. Like she kind of like picked that and is like, this would match what you're wearing, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily knowing your gender,
Yeah.
right? But kind of directing you in that way. What are you doing with this dress now that you have procured it?
Is there a dressing room in here or no?
There is a section, like, give me a perception check.
I mean, if no one can see you could just get naked.
I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I have armor on that I have to take off. also.
Oh, that's true.
So
And it takes a few minutes.
Yeah, like that's gonna be clanking.
That's
maybe.
true. That might be a little bit beyond that.
So I have a 9 for perception.
There
It's
is
obvious.
a curtain in the back.
Yeah.
That looks like it is probably where one would go
Okay.
to change.
Okay. Yeah, I start walking towards that. Is the curtain closed?
The curtain is like drawn, so like to walk through it, you'd have to interact with the curtain. Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. Well, no. I'll just get naked right here. So she's just gonna start disrobing. You're gonna get close to the curtain and then just start disrobing near it.
Okay.
'Cause-
Give me. I'm gonna need 3 stealth checks from you with. I'm gonna say disadvantage because you're stripping in a public place.
Well, she's in the shop.
She's in the shop, and it is mostly ladies in the shop, but.
Okay. Well, it's too late now.
And we're committed.
Well, because like I can't be like, oh well, because I have to do this role, I'm not gonna do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's too late. Ah ha ha ha! That was 15 and a 16, so 17.
Okay.
So that one's fine.
So are we naked now without the...
No, probably just have
So
the armor
you-
off.
you-
Right?
I would say you managed to get the armor off quietly. What are you doing while this is happening?
I'm just browsing.
Okay,
Just
and
kind of going with the ruse.
Okay, 14.
Okay, and she is doing her damnedest to upsell you, or just get you interested in anything.
anything,
There's
yeah.
not a lot of people in this shop at the time.
So she's
Oh, that's a 7. I had a 20 and a 7.
Okay.
So we're at the last point of putting
You
the dress on.
you hear a sound come from the back, and
Ooh, I saw that. Yeah. Shit.
and
So I do hear Anansi in the from the back.
you hear a sound, and what she doesn't look at the sound. What she looks for is where that dress was.
Ooh.
She immediately pulls out 2 knives, throws one at a spot on the door, and like you see like there's a where she hits, like that split second, like you see where she hits, there's a string there, and the door slams shut.
Oh,
Cool.
this is all over again.
I need you guys to roll for initiative.
This is last week all over again.
You do not have your armor on.
Nope. But I still have my tiara. No. Wait, I wouldn't have taken the tiara off.
We'll say that you have the tiara
But
on,
not my armor.
but not your armor.
I got a 15.
15. Okay. Oh, I have all these D4s sitting on my desk here, and I didn't
6.
put them back.
The one time
6.
I rolled the 20 was when I didn't have a high score for the other one. That's about right.
Nice.
We almost made it. I was so
Okay.
sneaky with everything else.
We were doing so well.
So, did I get the dress on in this, or am I just fighting naked?
Let's say you got the dress on.
But it was hurt in that time.
Okay, so you had a what?
15. Nazi.
And you had a 6?
Actually, Princess has a +4, so 7.
Jesus. Okay. The dressmaker says, I do not want to serve Lolth. She is not my queen. And throws down...
How does she know I'm with Wolf? Because of the dress?
Because of the dress.
How did she know we got the dress?
Purple is the color of Lolth.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing in the store that would be used, would be of any interest to a servant of Lolth. She throws down a a vial, like from inside of her clothing, and you see it like billow up, and it is like this magical, like a magical cloud kind of emanates from it, and you see it as it like spreads out, like it kind of like attaches to you, like marking you. She takes one blade, puts it to your throat, and says, "Do not move."
Okay.
And looks around the room and sees, as this cloud billows out, sees it attached to you as you are putting on the dress.
So wait, does my pass without trace have any effect on this? Because technically...
This particular thing is it is a spell of detection.
Okay.
It's very similar to fairy fire.
Okay.
So even if you're invisible, like, you'll be seen.
Okay, I got you.
So it negates any type of that.
So...
Yeah.
I think to keep the ruse, maybe I'll just feign ignorance. That I don't know you.
Yeah.
Unless she can detect that I had like a pass without trace spell.
Nope.
Okay. So I'm just like, whoa. I do not know what's happening. I just want to look for dresses for my dear mother.
Okay.
And I have not stolen anything. I've been with you the whole entire time.
You see the blade to your neck doesn't necessarily move, but her attention is just not on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Lalt should just always...
Was that your action? Is this your turn now?
Oh, it is my turn. I think I'm just gonna try to play like cool to help diffuse the situation. Like I don't want to. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, dude, I don't know what this is. I'm just trying to look for dresses for my sister, for my mom.
I kill all these heretics for Lalt, and she never gives me inspiration. She just lets me do it, and then she just disapproves.
Maybe you just need to reevaluate your alliance to Lolth. I'm just saying.
But yeah, now we have to kill her because she doesn't want to serve Lolth, and she's a drow. So I call her a traitor, and then is she the only one in the store too?
She's the only one in the store.
Okay. What do we have? I got lots of crap.
Well, you don't have any spells left, do you?
I have one spell left.
Hmm.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna check what this does. Because I have one left, 2 level left, but I don't really have 2 level spells, but I can pass first level spells. Oh, you're just like in the range though. You're right there. Okay, well, we're gonna cleaver her. We're gonna try cleaver her.
Okay.
Cool.
Cleaver's like plus.
Maybe I should have tried throwing one like tchotchkes.
Give me a good roll. That's a 1.
That is not a good
Nice.
roll. That is a terrible roll.
That makes me happy.
It had to be coming. There was too many good.
There were
good
too many good rolls in a row. Yeah. When's the other shoe gonna drop?
It's about now. So yeah, try to do that. That didn't work.
Okay.
No, my little spider can't do much. It's not like the little spider's poisonous.
Hmm?
Is my little spider
Oh, yeah.
poisonous? Oh, I tell my little spider to go around and try to.
Okay.
Like, can she go up the drow's nose and like bite her and then like bite her eyeball?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna tell her to go and try to bite her.
Okay.
So it'll probably take her a little bit to close the distance. I'm guessing.
I mean, it's a tiny spider. They have crazy speed.
Yeah.
So you're close. Like you're only. It's not a big shop, right?
Yeah.
Like you're.
Yeah. How
The
big
whole
is the shop?
I would say the whole shop is probably the same size as that entryway. No.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, that spot.
This.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
not big at all.
I'll roll for the little spider.
That's what she said.
That's a nat 20 for
Okay.
that one. Okay.
Okay.
So she gets that what? A D4.
A D4. Yep.
3.
3. Okay. The dressmaker is going to ignore your little spider, and they're gonna jump kind of behind the counter, like where there's a counter there. They're gonna jump behind the counter, and they pull out a concealed crossbow, and like fire a shot,
Yeah.
but it fires 2 arrows in
Okay.
really quick succession.
Okay.
So
That's fine. I'm taking no damage.
the first one is a 18 to hit,
That one hits.
and the second one is a 10.
No.
Okay, so 1 hits,
So I'm not like she's not firing at me.
No.
no,
Okay, I'm just still
and
like
it does 7 damage.
if not what has gone into my
Okay.
shale.
Okay,
Is it my turn?
your turn.
I'm still just acting like WTF, man. Like, what is happening? Like, I don't get what the hostility is. Like, what is this thing that you're trying to shoot? I don't know. Talk to me.
Okay, you can clearly see Anansi's like outline.
Mhm.
Like she's still kind of hidden, but like you can see the ghost shadow of where Anansi should be.
Okay. Ooh. Maybe I just. Oh, you know what? I think I'll just turn into kind of a bumbling idiot, and like, kind of like twirl in front of Anansi. Just be like, dude, what's up? Because I'll pretend that I don't even see Anansi, and still act like, what are you even doing? Like, what are you shooting at in your shop? Like, can we just go back to you showing me dresses? Like, this is poor customer service right here.
Okay, give me a persuasion check with, let's say, advantage.
Okay, good. So, that's 0 for persuasion.
Okay, and then it's your turn.
I got double 8s. Does that count for anything?
Your words were said. You're not very confident they were believed.
Okay.
Words came out of my mouth.
Okay. So. Yeah, now you're near me, right? You're like right in front of me.
Yeah, I kind of like did like the stumbling, bumbling idiot. Like, oh, what's happening? And I'm kind of in between the drow and you now, kind of protecting you.
So.
Because I could go into my shell if I need to.
I use Thunderwave at level 2. On the shopkeep.
Okay.
Do I get caught up in that though?
No, because I step like right parallel to you,
parallel,
and then I
okay.
go this way.
Okay.
All right.
So that's my last spell slot.
Okay.
Last ditch
So
effort.
you need a Constitution save.
I do.
No.
Oh,
I do.
you do.
And that is a 11.
Nope, you need a 12. So now
Ah.
you're going to take 3d8s and you're going to be pushed 10 feet. And there's going to be an audible boom for 300 feet.
Does my zone of silence counteract that whatsoever?
What zone of silence do you have?
Well, my pass without trace. Because technically,
Read the fine print on that.
yeah. Let me see.
12 plus dangerous presence. 12, 17 damage.
17. Okay, so let me
And
hear.
then spider.
I mean, it just says a wall of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a 10 plus bonus to dexterity, stealth,
Okay, I would like you to roll.
and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or either or other traces of its passage. You could technically
Oh, all your symbols wouldn't count until you step out of the loop. Like you'd have to be drawing them just outside of the pass without a trace. But that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, that doesn't affect
Yeah.
it then.
So what I would like you to do is I would like you to roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay.
So really the only way we can fail is on a 1.
Oh, I have a 20 and a 9 plus 2 is 11.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
you're fine. So you do the thunder wave,
Yep.
and you see this poor little drow lady thrown up against the wall.
Yeah.
Your spider, who is on the drow,
Can I roll for
also takes the damage.
No, he could jump.
Yeah, you did not give him forewarning. So he gets squished
Sorry, buddy.
in the process,
It
Um,
served a grand purpose.
but her body is shattered as she falls limp to the ground. Like with her last exhale, she just says, "Oh."
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you now have killed a second shopkeeper in town.
What was the other shopkeeper?
I didn't kill a shopkeeper. The rest of the party did. I wasn't there.
Perfect. Okay.
But no alarms or anything have gone off.
No alarms have gone off.
Sweet. Time to loot.
So I think I'm going to. I recognize this. I'm like, well, this is not a good thing. So I grab the drow and just bring her into the back of the shop and just shove her in a cupboard somewhere.
I need to desecrate her.
I mean, do
So
we really
as you
need to
go into the
desecrate
back
her?
shop,
Yes.
you find 2 little kids.
Oh fuck me. Christ.
Drow kids?
Yeah, are they drow kids or
They
like
are mixed.
mixed drow and human or just
Drow and elf.
drow and elf?
Would that be considered an abomination to all?
I would expect so.
Yeah, I expect
So
so.
you're gonna go kill the children, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
How old are these kids?
They are in elf or in they're
Let's
Like-
put it in human terms. Like, how old would these kids be?
they're probably between 4 and 9.
Okay.
So I haven't seen this yet. You're dragging the body and you see this. Are you saying anything? Because I haven't seen this yet, is what I'm saying. I'm telling you, leave the body here.
You have now just drugged the body of their mother back into the room where they have been eating.
Hey, kids. Mom took a tumble. She's just sleeping. So I'm just helping her into her bed. Where would I find that?
Roll a persuasion check with
Disadvantage. You're seeing their
disadvantage and a stealth check with advantage.
Okay, so stealth and...
Persuasion.
Okay.
I want you to persuade the kids to get them to tell
18.
you. Okay.
Double 18, bitches.
So they show you where they kind of point, like
So where
her bed is.
And now stealth.
Stealth to see that Anansi didn't hear you say it.
Oh, because I'm trying to save the kiddos.
Yes.
11.
21. 21. You get
21.
You
21.
benefit from your own
From
thing.
my own thing.
But as you were drinking the wine, I said, bring it back here. So.
Damn. I'm just like, dude, let's just dispose of it right now, and we'll just, like, you've kind of made a little bit of a splash here, and we need to get you unsplashed. We need to get you a little bit more stealthy.
Do I get any sign from Walt?
Roll your persuasion check.
Do I get advantage or disadvantage?
I would say that's just a straight check.
Straight.
Any sort
17.
of feelings from her?
Do I get any feelings from her?
Yeah. Feels like I should be a cleric.
You get the, I don't know, you get the warm fuzzies for having done something good for Lolth.
Okay.
Let's say you get advantage.
Okay.
You get a D6 advantage dice,
Okay.
or a D6 inspiration dice to use.
So it seems like she's happy enough already. What I think she'd be happier if I desecrated the body. No, but you persuaded me because she had a 17.
And
Right?
I got a stealth. Yeah, 17.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you persuaded me. I'm already getting warm fuzzies. I think I did good. So we're just looking around the shop then at this point to see. So now I can take a closer look. Is there anything else that looks like it would have been related to Lol?
No, everything here is really elfy.
Okay.
And so
But you still have to put your armor on.
Yeah.
And as I'm leaving, I give the kids 2 of my tchotchkes to be like, hey, guys, just gonna let your mom sleep. You didn't see me. Here's some presents from a fairy. You guys just keep on.
Roll a persuasion check. I'll say with advantage. God, this is terrible.
Hey, I'm trying to save the kids.
I know,
here.
I
Come
know.
on.
This
I know,
whole thing has
when
just
you-
gone way out of control,
When
man.
you said that, I
God.
was like, why would you do this?
But I mean, you didn't check.
I got a nat 20 and a 10, so 10.
Oh yeah, if I had checked first, I would have probably gone to kill them first.
Yeah. Luckily, they were just minding their own business, eating in the back while you were changing, and they didn't hear you. I'll say a 10 was enough because these are little kids. The DC is pretty low.
You just want me to be evil.
No, I just don't want these kids to die.
I know.
I'm trying my best here.
No, but like the fact that they were even there, it sets it up for evil.
Well, you know. Okay, so
Okay, so
kids take the tchotchkes and they just continue their
my armor
eating.
is right next to the thing,
Yeah.
so I have to go back to where the curtain is, where you are, to put on my armor.
Okay, so are you going to look in the back as she comes out, or as Gil comes out?
What would a person naturally do?
I
I should
mean,
probably just go and close the click behind you.
yeah, I come out, I just close it,
Yeah.
like, dude, get your stuff on. We
So-
gotta get out of here. Just
I put on my armor, and then I'm gonna look to see if there's some sort of like hat or bonnet, so I can like put my hair up, so it's not as noticeable.
Okay.
and I just say there's nothing in the back. It's just a
There is a like an archer's cloak,
Okay.
like a ranger cloak
Yeah.
that you can wear.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on also.
Okay, and that would be like a green forest green.
Okay. So I have a Loth dress.
A brown dress with purple lace
Dress.
that appears almost like webs have been kind of hung on you,
Purple.
and a archer
Yeah.
forest green cloak.
Okay. Archer forest green. Okay. So there's nothing else here. Is there like a till?
There is.
I try to open the till.
It's just a little drawer.
I take everything out of the till.
Okay.
Okay, and then I think we can go.
okay. So we come back out of the shop. I still have our pass without trace. and we get well away from the shop before I drop it.
Okay.
Let's head into like a side alley that no one can see us. I drop the pass without trace because now you're incognito. Hopefully,
There's 2 gold, 5 silver, and 4 copper.
Oh, these people were so poor. Sorry, kids.
well, this is their villain origin story now, and I'll probably get the brunt of it because I brought their dead fucking mother back.
Yeah, they've never even
Lied.
seen me. 2 gold, 5 silver, and then like what? 3 copper.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time I dragged a dead body anywhere.
Oh, how much was in the coin purse I stole?
Oh yeah.
You're going to count it now?
No. So now I'm incognito. So we can wander around. So I asked, like, do we want to loop back around to try to find?
The jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see if we can see where the jail is and see what the status of our friends are.
The answer to your question is 1 platinum, 15 gold, 3 silver, and 5 copper.
Ooh, it's a cute little dice.
1 platinum, 15 gold. This thing is getting so beat up from erasing it over and over. How many silver?
3 silver and 5 copper.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to point out, as you're getting close to the door, you realize that that magical potion
Mhm.
is still attached to you.
But can you see it with the cloak over it?
It's attached to everything that was in
So
the
it's,
shop.
it's attached to me as well then?
Yep. You
So it's
both
glowing?
look like magical sparkle, like a glitter bomb went off.
How do we know how long it takes it for it to dissipate?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I won't know I get this off sheet, but
I got a 16.
This type of magic usually lasts like in the neighborhood of 30 minutes to an hour.
Fuck. There's nothing I can do to dissipate it. Like I don't know how to.
Oh, there's plenty of ways to dissipate it, but I don't know if you, as Guildenstern, know any of those ways. Is this conversation happening in your head or above table? Like, are you talking to each other?
We'll say it's in my head if I know how to do that. Let's see.
well, if you're not saying anything, she's walking out the door. She doesn't.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, because right.
Are you
like,
just so Anansi is walking out the door,
what is
glittering like somebody who just had a. I don't know. I don't even know what. Where
Well,
you
I'll
get
shout
glitter
at
bombs.
Anansi to get her fucking ass back in the shop.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Why?
Well, you're glowing like a motherfucking glitter bomb. We got to take care of that. So.
So you look down and you see your whole body is just covered in this substance.
Love it. I am part of the carnival.
So I have Pericles as private pedagogue. Can I?
I feel like the longer that we're in the shop, the higher chance I'm gonna hear these kids.
Can I use that to try to identify like how to dissipate this thing? I don't think I've ever actually really used this. So.
You can pull it out and ask it a question.
Hey, Pericles private pedagogue. Do you know what's up and how I can hopefully take care of it?
Oh,
Get rid of
yes.
it?
This is a common form of anti-magic covering that is used to identify, much like fairy fire is used to identify hidden objects. It can be removed using a simple cantrip called prestidigitation.
Okay.
Additionally, it can be removed using water, or it can be removed after a duration of 15 to an hour, depending on the potency of the potion that was used. Now, if we look into the history of where this particular potion came from, and he goes on and on and on
Have we used
and
it
on.
before?
No, I
And,
haven't.
and if a very interesting note is that if you use it on certain bugs, you will find that they have a trail, and they will leave this in their trail as they walk, as though it could be rubbed off. And in fact, it cannot be rubbed off. Many a mage has been speculating on the ability of beetles to be able to rub this particular type of potion off onto the ground as it walks. And nobody has been able to identify the means by which they do so. And it goes quiet.
Okay, well, so let's go back to the water. Can we circle back to the water? Just regular water, like take a shower and it comes off?
Typically, showers are made of water, yes. However, there are other types of showers. I have heard of people taking a shower in things like alcohol, or urine, or lava, or snow, or sand. But in this particular case, the shower that you would need to remove this particular form of potion would be a water shower. Urine will also work.
Cool, not doing the urine because we're not in golden showers as far as I know. But so just basic water, it will wash off and then we're good to go.
There are many forms of water. Water can be basic or acidic. In this case, you can use any amount of pH or OH in the water to remove this particular potion.
Cool.
I look
Thank
and see if
you.
there's any more of this potion in the store.
Okay. Let's go find...
You don't see it anywhere.
Let's go find...
I would love to be throwing that out. And people, please back up. Please back up.
Is there... Do we, like, okay, so the kids are still in the back. Did I notice, like, any... I don't want to go back into the kids. Is there, like,
There must be some water here, I say as I look around. Maybe it's in the back.
No, I didn't see any water in the back. I think we should find a back door and see if there's, like...
If there's... The back door must be in the back.
You remember seeing the back door through the back.
God damn it. So I
just said to go to the back door. She's going to the curtain.
So I just shout like, "Hey, yeah, let's go to the back door." There's nothing in the back that is weird or living. It's just that drow. So let's go in the back as a kind of trying to warn the dumb fucking kids to go hide. I'm doing my damnedest here.
You could have just let me walk out glittering, but here we are.
I'm trying to keep us both safe. I'm trying to juggle some things, and it's not going so well right now.
Here we go. I open the curtain. Do the kids hear them? Did they hide?
Kids are still sitting at the table wondering what the fuck is going on.
You know what? Fucking kill them. I don't even care at this point. I did my damnedest.
So would it please Lothmore for me to kill them or for them to serve?
I think they should serve. You need followers. Loth needs followers. What more?
I look at them and I say, will you be servants of Loth?
And I just nod my head at them like, you get more tchotchkes.
Roll an intimidation check. Roll a persuasion check. You guys both roll with advantage.
Okay. Oh. I got an 18.
You're probably going to get higher than me. Oh, that's a nat 20, so 22.
They both kind of look at you and just say yes.
Okay.
Cool.
We have kids now.
Kids, is there a shower that we can use? Quick.
They point at the bucket that's dry.
Okay,
in the
cool.
corner.
That's step one. Where is some water that we can use with that bucket?
Outside at the well.
Okay, you two stay here. We're gonna go get a quick rinse off, and we'll be right back.
No, I start giving a sermon.
Okay, well, I take the bucket. I go out to the...
In what language?
In Elven.
Okay.
Because, I don't think they can speak Arachnan.
Right.
Okay, you sermonize. I take the bucket. I go out back. I get water, and just come in and just toss it on you, douse you, and then I go do the same for me.
Okay. It is washed off. The kids are just eating out of your hand as they're eating their, they're playing with their tchotchkes and eating, waiting for mommy to wake up.
What would she do?
I will say that you do see a couple of those potions on the shelf.
Oh, I take those. Oh,
okay.
For sure.
Oh, hey, can we, just to save our skin a little bit more, can we somehow persuade the children to kill their mom as a sacrifice for Wolf, and then we can just pin it on them if anyone questions us?
Are you saying that to me, or are you saying that to Anansi?
Anansi.
What's a glorious, wonderful idea.
Just, I'm just saying.
To prove your devotion to Lolth, you must dismember your traitorous mother who was against Lolth's cause.
Okay.
How many
This
potions
is,
did I get?
why? Okay.
This is not my fault!
No.
I'm trying to...
proposed. You guys, we were headed out the door.
I was going out.
And you turned us around.
But we were glowing!
No, you had just washed all the stuff off, and now we are turning around
Right, because
to execute some more grotesquerie.
suggested that.
Okay, so you suggested we're gonna roll with this.
Idea. You would be a great acolyte. You sure you won't?
Give me a
I'm trying to
persuasion roll.
Cover our asses.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Persuasion's high.
I'm just trying to.
And I'm gonna say with advantage.
Perfect. So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you put the.
Aren't you so glad
I cannot believe I'm actually saying these words. Internet, I am sorry. Okay, I am very, very sorry.
This is what happens when there's an evil character.
This
I'm
just trying to save our asses.
This whole episode needs to have a trigger warning, and just please, probably shouldn't even watch this episode because it is bad. We'll put in a tagline.
This is what happens when...
This is why we need Taylor here.
You take a couple of the knives out that you have on your person.
Yeah.
And you put them in their little hands.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it must have like a ritual knife.
Yes. Are you gonna stay, or are you gonna walk out?
I'm gonna stay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say let's just walk out.
Are you staying or walking out?
I'm walking. I'll meet you at the front door.
Okay.
I've done enough damage.
And I don't even want to say what happens next. But Anansi walks out of the back room.
Very satisfied.
Seriously satisfied.
Smiling. This should convert. Lol should be even happier. This should be a D8 inspiration.
I am so sorry.
Meanwhile, in the back of the room, a little spider who had been broken up comes back to life and now takes up residence in this establishment.
Oh, mine? My little one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. My house now.
You walk out
God.
behind you as Pass Without a Trace is still up. And you set it down.
No,
Okay,
I did set it.
You did set it down.
I just.
Are you gonna do it again?
Yeah, just to get us away from this fucking mess.
And we both roll stealth as we walk back into the street.
So.
Do we get advantage? Oh, we get the plus 10.
Yes, you get the plus 10.
How many potions did I grab?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
2 reveal secret object potions.
Yep. Bottled fairy fire.
This is what happens when I try to do the right thing. I am so sorry.
Okay. So with stealth, I get just a plus 13.
Okay, so 23.
Okay.
Okay, so walking into the street now.
Ah, what a glorious day.
Yeah. So glorious.
Larry, those children didn't have to exist there. You made them exist.
Yeah, she's got a point. I'm just saying.
One could also argue that even zealots need to take a day off every once in a while. Okay. I'll just point out that on this particular day, you have been beaten down, lost almost all of your friends, have 0 spell slots left.
I also defiled the temple.
And you used... That was yesterday, wasn't it?
No, it was the same day I've been running the whole day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Defile the temple and used your last spell slot while your friends are in potential mortal danger.
Yeah.
to kill a nobody.
No, to kill Heretic. Traitorous wretch.
I mean, what do you expect when you're dealing with a zealot? Come on.
Okay, so
It's my first day.
You walk back into the streets. Quickly walking away from the scene of this crime. Oh, God.
I mean, the kids did it, so.
And you come to like a large, like an amphitheater, where there's a judicial building,
Mm-hmm.
and you see 3 or 4 of those same soldiers that had been stationed outside this
The magic shop.
Yep. They're all kind of like lounging about on the, not sitting on the stairs, but like standing on the stairs, sitting on the like railing.
Okay.
Kind of, they're not in formation, but it looks like they just kind of got, this is where they were told to wait. And the building looks relatively officious.
Okay.
And that is where we will end today.